Hey everyone, my name is Yaya and welcome to my channel. I'm really excited to have you today where I do crochet things like I will be doing today. And first off, I just wanted to thank you guys for over 1,200 subscribers. I can't believe it. I never really thought that I would get to this point, but I'm just super honored and grateful for everyone that is sticking around just to see me crochet. And yeah, I haven't posted for a while. Before my last video, I hadn't posted in a long time, but because it's summer, I'm gonna have a lot more free time, so I'm excited to try to post at least once a week. And today is going to be one of my most requested videos. It's going to be a crochet purse. It's going to be this crochet purse. I showed it in one of my videos and a lot of people asked for it. I just hadn't had the time to show you guys, to make a tutorial, but now I have the time and I'm super excited to be able to show you guys how to make it. This is the medium size that I make, but there's two other sizes. Here's the smaller size purse. This is the smallest one. It's small. And this is the third size. It's about this, like, you can fit like a normal size notebook in here. The thing about these purses is that they are super strong because they're made with like a macrame rope yarn. It's pretty thick, and so yeah, I can fit like a full water bottle in here. Let me show you. So this isn't completely full, but usually if you put it in a purse, the purse will just be really awkward. But when you put it in here, like, it doesn't even budge at all. Also, this is a loose strand. It's easy to get rid of. I'm sorry, it's so unprofessional. But as you can see, it's like super strong, and you can fit like a sack of potatoes in here and it will not budge just because this yarn is super strong. But I'm not going to be showing you this size. I'm going to be showing you how to make this size. So this purse is 8 inches across and about 8.5 up. And the handles are also about 8 inches across, give or take a few things. But so the thing is, when I teach you how to make this purse, you can make this to any size. You can make the bigger purse, you can make the smaller purse. It's a really simple way to figure it out. But yeah, I hope you like it. If you do decide to make this, go ahead and tag me on Instagram at YesSuck so I can see all of your different creations. And also, I'm gonna have this yarn linked below. I buy mine on Amazon. It's not an affiliate link or anything. It's just the exact yarn that I use. They have a lot of really pretty colors, so I'm excited to see what you guys are able to make, and let's get right into the tutorial. So this is the yarn that I'm going to be using today. This is the color, and I'm using a 5mm hook. You're just going to be needing your yarn, a hook, and some scissors for the end. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is a slip knot, and all I do is I put the yarn on my hand like this, and then I make an X. I put my hook in, and I pull this out and I tighten. There's a lot of other videos on YouTube if you want a deeper explanation of the slip knot. And now we're going to be doing a chain 21. So just chain 21. So 1, 2, 3. And they don't have to be really tight, just like that. And then I'm going to measure this just so you guys can see how big it is. And it's about 8.5 inches long. So now we are going to do an extra chain 3, and this will be our fake double crochet. So 1, 2, 3. And now we are going to start doing the boxes across. So you're going to count 1, 2, 3. That's our fake double crochet, and then our number, an extra 2. 1, 2, and you're going to yarn over and crochet into that 6th stitch. So you check again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to crochet into that 6th stitch. we're going to double crochet just like that, and you'll get a little D shape. And now this is the pattern going all the way down. You are going to chain 2, yarn over, and then count 1, 2, and then you'll double crochet into the 3rd chain, and you'll yarn and do your double crochet like that. And then you're going to do it again, chain 2, yarn over, count 1, 2, and then right here on that 3rd one you will double crochet. Again, chain 2, yarn over, 1, 2, 3, go in, yarn, pull through 2, pull through another 2. And then if you did, if you calculated right, you should be ending on your first chain, I mean. And you should have this so far. Alrighty, so if you do want to make this purse bigger, if you don't want to make the medium size, what you need to do is just make sure that your original chain, when we did the 21, you need to make sure that it is in the multiples of 3. So it can be 46 or any number divisible by 3. I'm not going to say more numbers because I'm going to mess up. But yeah, you just need to make sure that that number is divisible by 3, and then after that you add an extra chain 3 so you can have your fake double crochet on the end. So if you guys want another video of me making a bigger size purse, I can do that, but that's pretty much the formula for any bigger purse. So let's keep going. So now we're going to have to go all the way on the other side. So we'll do that by chaining 2 and double crocheting into that same hole right here. And then we're going to do it again. Chain 2, double crochet into that same hole. And then we're going to do it one more time. Chain 2, double crochet into that same hole, and you should have like a half circle. And then this row is a lot easier because the points for you to crochet or to double crochet into are kind of already showing. But yeah, essentially you're going to repeat what you just did previously. Chain 2, yarn over, and you don't even have to count because the hole is just really obvious right there. And you double crochet. Chain 2, double crochet. Chain 2, double crochet. Chain 2, double crochet. So we just got to our last double crochet. Well, it's not our last, but it's the last one that's really obvious. And then we just want both sides to look the same. So the same way that there's like 3 little triangles here, we want there to be 3 triangles here. So we do that by chaining 2 and crocheting into that hole again. And then we have like one more triangle kind of to connect. So you'll chain 2, and we are going to attach by counting up from 3. So this is 1 chain, this is 2 chain, and this is 3 chain. The first chain is kind of hard to see because it's kind of big, But yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, and then don't forget to chain 2. You're going to insert your hook in the middle, and then you're going to pull that through this loop and tighten. And that is the first row. That's what it should look like. And I'm going to take my tape measure and just measure that. Still about 8.5. But yeah, that is your first row. And now essentially we're going to be doing the same thing, but it's a lot easier just because you don't have to do any like weird things. You just kind of follow where it tells you to double crochet. So now this is going to be round 2. So there will be a total of 10 rounds, I believe, but I'll tell you right now the exact amount of rounds, don't worry. So now we are going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to yarn over and double crochet into this first double crochet. So you can see like this is kind of a continuation of this one. So now we are going to put our hook inside here under these 2. You're going to put it under these 2 loops, and then you are just going to normally double crochet. So now you have a new square on your new row. And then we're going to chain 2, yarn over, and double crochet into the next double crochet. Chain 2, yarn over, you're going to find this hole, and you're going to double crochet in there. And that's what you're going to be doing all the way around. I'm going to just do it with you just so that you guys can just see what I'm doing. So chain 2. Just have to get more yarn. Alrighty, so now I am near the end. I did my last chain 2. Okay, so once you get to the end of the row, you are going to, there's like no more double chains to crochet into. You are going to attach to the first 5 chain that you began this row with. So you're going to count 1, 2, 3, and then you're just going to stick your hook in the middle, and you'll pull the yarn through, and you'll pull it through both. just like that. And that'll kind of make it round. Like you should see how it's kind of becoming a round bag. And the more you keep going with the rounds, the more you'll see that. So we've done 2 rows together. This is 1, this is 2. You are going to want to do 8 more rows exactly the way we just did this. So just keep doing the same thing you've been doing, the original 5 chain, and then you will double crochet in every single double crochet all the way around until you get to the end, which is when you chain 2 and you attach. So just keep repeating that, and I will meet you after the 10th row. Alright, you guys, so I just finished 10 rows, so this is how I count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I just make sure it lines up all the way down, and so this is what it looks like. And just a by the way, once I'm done, I do like to take it out. I do prefer it inside out. I think some people think it looks the same both ways, but I don't know. To me, it looks a little bit different. I don't know if I'm crazy, but I do like to turn it inside out, and I just think it looks better that way. But just keep in mind that if you do go inside out, remember which way you're supposed to go. So I'm going to turn it back inside out. When it's this way, you know that you have to crochet from here to there. But when you make it inside out, then you're going to crochet. So this is inside out. This is not how we were doing it before. You're going to crochet from here all the way around that way. So just look at where you're attaching from, and this shouldn't really be an issue, because if you attach this way, then you know to keep going around. Anyways, so we are going to be doing our last 2 rows, which include the handles. So again, I did turn my purse inside out, so just keep that in mind. And I'll just show you. So if you are confused with which way you're supposed to crochet from, just take this out, and because it's connecting this way, we know to keep going that way. So let me just attach that one more time. Okay, so now what we are going to be doing is we are going to crochet 3 squares. So we're going to do the same thing except only for 3 squares. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yarn over, double crochet, just like that, chain 2, double crochet, and then chain 2, double crochet. Alrighty, so you should have 3 squares now, and we are going to now start doing the handles. So the handles is going to be a chain of 23. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 23. Okay, so sorry, I'm just getting more yarn. Okay, so I just chained 23, and now what we are going to do is we're going to count 5 squares. So we don't count this one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we are going to yarn over, and so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 5th square, that last one, we are going to double crochet into that square. So now we can just keep going with the pattern. Chain 2, yarn over, insert hook, and double crochet. Hold on. And you're going to be making 4 squares. So that's 1 square, 2 squares, 3 squares, 4 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then now we are on the other side. So now we are going to chain 23 again. And then we're going to count 5 squares again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are going to yarn over, put it into this hole, and double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're going to connect it to that 5th one. And now we are going to finish the row by doing a chain 2 and attaching 1, 2, 3 to the 3rd chain, just as we've been doing all along. Okay, so now I just want to take a look at what we did. So first you're going to start with 3 squares, chain 23, and then you'll do 4 squares, chain 23, and then you'll finish off that square. So now we are on our last row until we are done with this purse. We're so close, you guys. So you are going to chain 5. This is our 12th row, by the way. And we are going to just double crochet as usual. Chain 2, double crochet. Nothing special. Okay, so now we are on our chain here. And what you're going to do is, it's really similar to how we did it to the beginning. You are going to be chaining 2, yarning over, and then just counting 1, 2, and then on that 3rd chain, you will do a double crochet. So that same way that we were doing it at the beginning, you're going to do it now. So chain 2, yarn over, count 1, 2, and then on that 3rd one, we'll double crochet, chain 2, yarn over, 1, 2, into that 3rd one, double crochet, chain 2, 2, one, 2. And then your last double crochet should be should be back into the double crochet that is here. So when I make the handles, the formula that I use for it, well, but pretty much what I do is the chain, I like it to be so I like it to be -1 for a number that's multiple by 3. So 24 is divisible by 3, but I like to do 23 because I like the last chain to be connected to the first double crochet, if that makes sense. So if you're making a much bigger purse, and let's say 81 is divisible by 3, I believe, then you would do 80 so that you could finish on the first double crochet that you have. And that's just what I found that I like. So now that we're done with our handle, we are just going to continue normally crocheting these side squares. So just keep going, chain 2. Oh my god, I keep messing up. And then that is that last side, and now we are going to do the same thing we did on this handle, except I'm not going to film it. I'll meet you after you double crochet on the other side. Okay, so now I finished the second handle, so now I'm just going to chain 2 and connect. So 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to yarn over, slip knot that, and you have completed your purse. So I'm just going to slip knot one more time, get some scissors. They are upside down, but that's okay. And then pull through and pull tight, and you have your purse. I'm going to pull out a little bit more just so you can see the whole thing. And what you're going to do, you can get rid of this by just pulling it inside out. Oh my gosh, where did it go? It's right here. Okay. So then pretty much what I do is, because needles are a little bit too thick, like this yarn is a little bit too thick to like use a needle with, but I'll just like tuck it in some of these braids, some of these chains. I mean, they kind of look like braids though, so yeah, I'll just tuck it into a few of those. It's kind of difficult since it's just so thick. So I just tuck it in, and then you can snip that, and it should be out of your hair. And then you can do the same thing up here. Just kind of take it down. And then you can snip that too, and it'll be out of your hair. And this is what you'll have at the end. So I want to show you guys a comparison between when the purse is made with macrame yarn, rope yarn, versus acrylic. So I'm going to put this phone into them. So when I put the phone, I'll start with the acrylic. So when I put the phone into the acrylic purse, it kind of like stretches a lot, and it just kind of is uncomfortable. It doesn't feel very strong, which it'll still work, but it definitely isn't as secure. However, when you put it into the macrame yarn, It doesn't really budge as much. It feels a lot stronger in there. It doesn't really lose its shape as much as it did with this purse. So you can make it with either one that you like. I just like to make it with this specific yarn just because it feels really strong, and I could definitely put a lot of heavy things in there, but with this purse it really does feel like this has a limit and it could break. So yeah, but it's up to you. You can make it with either one you like. So thank you so much for tuning in to another video with me. I hope your purse turned out just as cute as this. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to put those down below. Again, I'm like still learning at making tutorials, but I hope it was clear enough, and I will get to your questions as soon as possible. If you make your own, I would love to see it. Tag me at Yesek on Instagram. Feel free to like and subscribe for more crochet content. I'm going to be posting a video once a week because now I have the time. Thank you so much for your patience, and thank you so much for everything. I can't wait to see what you guys make, and I hope you have a lovely day, and take care. Bye, you guys.